A child's inability to play is very disturbing for the parents, and they don't really understand that even after getting involved so much into the child, after getting involved so much into the play, the child is not playing appropriately, and having deficits in the area of play is a marker that child may be having some more serious problems, and an occupational therapist is an expert to evaluate and assess what are the exact problems leading to deficits in play behavior. And there is a huge literature for an occupational therapist to discuss regarding play, but in this video I just want to give you a glimpse of what occupational therapy and play is about, and how both of them like how occupational therapist involves play into his therapy sessions and reaches the goal which is laid down in the OT assessment. So play is anything a child engages into willfully. Play is anything that a child is interested in. The play is anything that occupies the child's time meaningfully, and the child is learning and moving ahead in his developmental continuum. So play helps the child in development of many developmental areas, like physical, motor, social, cultural, psychological, emotional, speech and communication, cognitive, etc. So all of these developmental areas develop the best for a child through play. For different ages, there are different types of play that should be developed in a child, and as an occupational therapist, we understand that a child has to progress through various stages of play. You cannot simply expect the child to start sharing objects if he doesn't understand what it means to involve with another child. So occupational therapy and play development go hand in hand. As a occupational therapist, we go through a lot of literature regarding play. We have studied these during our developing building years in academic schools. um, so we understand that there is a lot of literature regarding play, and there are various theories of play. Every theory has his opinion of how play develops in the child, and there are various dimensions of play. You cannot simply say that a child is putting rings, or the child is simply stacking building blocks, but there are various dimensions of play, whether he is asking for a block to make his building, whether he is identifying the colors, whether he is problem solving. So you can whatever I have written: physical, motor, social, cultural, psychological, emotional, speech, communication, cognitive, all of these dimensions are present in one toy, in one play, and the child has to explore it all. So occupational therapists are trained of how to take the child through his stages of play and incorporate various goals associated with particular developmental areas. It cannot be just teaching him how to string beads. It cannot be just teaching him how to identify pictures. It cannot be just teaching him how to play chess or how to play ludo. There is a lot more to that, which children with deficits or with special needs have to understand and have to learn, and they need somebody to assist them to understand the little intricacies of how to develop play. Occupational therapy sessions usually target on the development of the component, and they do not try to teach the child how to play. Like an OT won't be teaching a child on how to play chess, but he will try to see that what is the child's coping strategy, how is the child dealing with failure or dealing with success, or how he is putting his cognitive abilities like problem solving, how he is developing his speech and communication to convey if he is winning or losing. So there are many components which is beyond the scope of this video for me to explain, and occupational therapist deals with these components through play. So simultaneously you are achieving your whatever goals you have put up for the child, and you are developing play. So there is a integral package that you get in your therapy session. Like I said, that there is a lot of brainstorming required by the therapist, on the part of the therapist, to take the child to appropriate stages of play and to get the maximum out of the child, his adaptive abilities, his ability to generalize whatever he has gained in the occupational therapy session. Somebody who is not an occupational therapist may be imitating a game, may be teaching a game, but how to reach an OT goal, is best justified by only an occupational therapist. So that is how I would say that play is a very important medium and a very important goal of an occupational therapist whenever a therapist is dealing with a child having some issues with his development. We can also achieve his academic success through play, his ability to problem solve, his ability to stay on a task for a longer time, his ability to identify his mistakes, to commit to a project, his ability to cooperate with others, to respect the rules laid down by the authority. So there are many things which can be achieved through play. Play should not be underestimated for a child. OT session does not mean just going and learning some task and just achieving one cognitive, perceptual or social component. It means that a child has to develop as a whole and should be able to integrate everything that he has learned into one task. So I hope this video helps you.